In the previous video, we saw that how Volley will be responsible for receiving data from an URL. Now in this video, I'm going to show you that how an user can send data from an app into a URL using Volley service. But the question comes is, the data which the user will be sending, it needs to be stored somewhere, isn't it? For future reference. So where are you going to store the data? And that what brings to a new topic called database. 000 web host provides you a free database service. So you will click the option called manage database. As you do that, it will come and bring you to this particular page where you will see that they're offering you 2 free databases, out of which I've already used 1. Here is the option for creating a new database. So if you click this option, a small dialog box will pop up. It will ask you to enter database name. It will ask you what should be the username and a relevant password. One need to remember these 3 credentials because you are going to use this credential in the PHP later on when you will be connecting the database. So after you have successfully completed this, for example, I have created one database. The database name which I have chosen was student_db. 000 web host has associated some arbitrary numbers. The same thing will be applied for the username. I have chosen the username take_swaroop. 000 web host has applied some arbitrary numbers. The database is located in a location called localhost. You need to use all these credentials later on. But after you have successfully created the database, now is the time to create a table. And for that reason, come to this option called manage. Click the first option called PHP myadmin. It is supposed to open a new terminal where you are going to insert your table and you are currently logged into your account. This is the database that has been created. So that's fine. I will simply click the plus to expand, which will allow me to create a new table. See over here the option new is there, and already there are a few tables that are existing. So what I will do is that I will click the option new, and that will bring to a page where am I supposed to create a table. So here is the option where am I going to create a table. So let me create a table called user_tbl. So I'm creating a table for the user. You're supposed to enter some attributes. So the first attribute is called UI. It is going to be integer type. I'm giving the length as 2. That means the last number would be 99 because after that there will be 3 digits. I want that this input should be auto incremented. That means from my end I'm not going to provide any input. And I also want that this particular attribute should be a primary key. That means it can be responsible for unique identification of all other attributes. So for that reason I will be using the option called auto increment AI. Just click the checkbox. A message will pop which will be saying that would you like to make this attribute as a primary key. I welcome that by pressing the go button. Now I come over here. Here I am going to provide the username. So I'm making it as a username, since this is going to be a varchar type because user can give a number as well as a text. The size can be 20. Next goes for the password. So I'm writing password. I also want to make it as a varchar and the size I'm giving 20. And then I will press the save button. So this will successfully create a table in my database. This is the first most essential thing which you need to do, because when you are working in 000 web host, until you have the database, Volley will not be able to provide the service to that. So this entire reference I will be accessing in my API, that is Volley. So in this video we saw how to create a table along with a database. Now in the next video I will show you the relevant PHP code that I need to write so that this record can be accessible. Just wait for my next video. Until then, have a nice time.